Hi everyone, Miss Tui here. Matter is all around you. You and Ozobot are both examples of matter. Today, you and Ozobot are going to explore how different objects can be broken down into smaller pieces and used to make new objects. For today's lesson, you will need an Ozobot fully charged and calibrated, a pencil, color code markers, and 3 pages of your What's the Object activity sheets. In today's lesson, you will use lines and color codes to program your bot to randomly choose an object, cut out 7 tangram shapes to make smaller pieces, and put tangram shapes together to show a 2D model of an object. Matter is anything that takes up space. Matter can be solid, liquid, or gas. Solid matter, like rocks, glass, paper, plastic, or wood, have different properties which make them useful for different purposes. Solid objects may break apart into smaller pieces and be put back together into larger pieces or change shapes. A variety of objects can be created from a small set of pieces. Let's get the fun started. Look at your What's the Object map. You will notice there are 2 possible starting places for Ozobot. You will also notice that there are 4 missing color codes. In the bottom right corner of your map, there is a color codes key. The first color code, Timer On, will program your bot to run for 30 seconds, stop, and then turn off. The second color code, Line Switch Left, will program your bot to turn left at the end of the start line and travel on the blank space until it finds the next line. You will notice the number of boxes for each missing color code matches the number of colors needed to complete the program. I will complete both start lines by first adding the Timer On color code and then adding the Line Switch Left color code. Can you use the color codes key and your color code markers to complete the missing color codes on your map? Now that the color codes have been added to program your bot to run on a timer and to move to the object choices, you will use different colors to show the 7 objects Ozobot can choose. Ozobot uses its LED light to display the color it identifies with the color sensor. You will color each box a different color so that you can clearly see the object your bot chooses. Take a look at my map. I will trace the rectangle with the word animal in it with my blue marker. Next, I will trace the rectangle with the word boat in it with my green marker. Then I will trace the rectangle with the word robot in it with my black marker. Now I will trace the rectangle with the word house in it with green marker and the rectangle with the word rocket red. Finally, I will look at the Choose Your Own option on the left side of my map. I see the lines with the colors blue, black, and green, so I'll use the color red. I will look at the Choose Your Own option on the right side of my map. I see that I have the colors green, black, and red, so I'll use the color blue. Here's what my finished map looks like. Can you use your markers to trace the lines using different colors on your map? After your map is complete, you're ready to cut out the pieces from a tangram puzzle. Get out your Tangram template. You will see there are 7 different shapes, each with a number on it. Cut out each shape carefully, following the black lines. Optionally, you can color each shape a different color to make them easier to see. Here are my 7 pieces cut out and colored. Can you cut out the 7 shapes on your Tangram template? You are ready for your bot. Decide which start you would like your bot to run from. I am going to run my bot from the start at the bottom. Let's see which object my bot chooses for me to build a model of. My bot followed the color code to set a timer for 30 seconds, then followed the color code to turn left and move to the middle of my map. As my bot moves around the different choices, the LED light color changes to match the color of the choice. When the timer stopped, my bot chose rocket. Can you put your bot on start and watch it choose your first object? Now that you know the first object your bot wants you to build, you will use your Tangram pieces to make a 2D or flat model. My bot chose rocket. Here is what my 2D model looks like. You can choose to use some of the pieces or all of the pieces for your model. If your bot stops on choose your own, you can make a 2D model of anything you want. Can you make a 2D model of the object using your Tangram pieces? Great job putting pieces back together to make a new object. You will record your data or the information about your bot's choices and your models on the What's the Object data sheet. Let's look at my sheet. The first column is the sequence or order the rounds you complete with your bot. I wrote the number 1 since I have only run my bot once. The second column is to write the name of the object your bot chooses. I wrote rocket. The third column is to draw a picture of the 2D model you made by putting the smaller shapes together. I will draw a sketch that shows each shape used to make the larger object. Your drawing can be done with pencil or with color. Can you record your own data about your bot's first choice and the object you created? Now that you know how the activity is completed, you are going to repeat the process 4 more times. I'm going to put my bot back on start. I can choose to use the same start as before or another one. Then I will use my Tangram pieces to build a 2D or flat model of the object my bot chooses. Finally, I will record the round number, the name of the object my bot chose, and a drawing of my model on my data sheet. Since your bot is randomly choosing an object, it might choose the same object more than once. If it does choose the same object again, see if you can use the shapes to create a model that looks different from your other. I think I'm done here for today, but your fun has just begun. Can you repeat the activity 4 more times? Place your bot on start. Use the shapes to build a 2D model of the object your bot chooses. Write the round number, name of the object, and draw a picture of your model. Remember to check your work. Your map should have color codes to complete both start lines, colored lines to show the 7 different objects your bot can choose. Your data sheet should have all 5 rounds recorded with the names of the objects and drawing of the models. Come back again soon for our next lesson.